west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends, or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been this proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitters and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had a nigga spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, pacing like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lies sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priest bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, ranking order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ice agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
MK. God flow, found some shit to die for. Learn to slice the pie, bullets don't go in the sky. No deal to beat the odds, can't get defeated by my foes. Move like generals, troopers go wherever I go. God flow, found some shit to die for. Learn to slice the pie, bullets don't go in the sky. Nope, build to beat the odds, can't get defeated by my foes. Move like generals, troopers go wherever I go. Whoa, go, oh shit. Whoa, oh shit. Niggas know it's lit. You take your oath, that's it. Don't fold for no bitch. No, we don't take no shit. Think we might be constipated. On the brink, we'll bomb today. Dropping heat like bombs away. Best make room, I'm trying to stay. Block my path, I'll find a way. Gotta get to it, no time to waste. Double time like on delay. Hit my line, I'm on the way. Fuck my babe 3 times today. Plot my moves all kind of ways. Niggas don't think I contemplate. You gon' sink, can't ride the wave. You a little sink, we tide the wave. I ain't amazed by the shit you say. I'm trying to see what hands you play. I ain't trying to play, this ain't 2K. No time to play when we out at camp. We going up like we on the ramp. Stuck to the corner, ain't no stamp. Stuck on the corner, we ain't know what. Had to adapt to get in that van. Give me that, don't shake my hand. Boy, I'm a god, no, I ain't no man. Boy, I'm a god, no, I ain't no what. Ho, whoa, go, oh, shit. Whoa, oh, shit. Loading up the 5.56, ooh, direct hit, no miss. I know you feel the groove is written all over your mitt. No need to admit, already know that you ain't on shit. Already know, no, we ain't no bitch. Already know, that thing gon' hit. Already know, we'll aim and grip. Already know, we'll flame this bitch. The drive like this, hang out the whip. Stay in my lane and I ain't gon' switch. No, God flow, found some shit to die for. Learn to slice the pie, bullets don't go in the sky. Nope, build to beat the odds, can't get defeated by my foes. Move like generals, troopers go wherever I go. God flow, found some shit to die for. Learn to slice the pie, bullets don't go in the sky. No, build to beat the odds, can't get defeated by my foes. Move like generals, troopers go wherever I go. Whoa, go, oh shit. Whoa, oh shit.
Buck roll.
a kite quick. Times of war, we ain't forget about you, keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my way, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on the face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed, y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. It can't, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life.
It's rolling on it, what is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image, you became whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss balls. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I shall now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga, middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat unless she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastator, I'm calculating my next move. UBK will real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog down by the letter. And live by that protocol, walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope in forget the struggles. Life like tug of war, resist or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On gold like a German shepherd, young and a restless, swear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
If Rome ain't know that, what is it?
Lahama. Lahamayaka. Lamaya. Dawada. Dawada. Naya. Yana. Hawa. 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 Latan. So this is the whole thing. How, yeah. Waya, Hawa, Latan. Lahia. Bana. Ban. Sha. Shana. Sha. Sha'awam. Sha'awam. Shalom. Sha'awam. Kapa. Kapataza. Ba. Dawada. Mada. Mad. Mada. Ma'ad. Verse 2. Wayaga. Wayaga. Wayagada. Wayagada. Wayaga. Yawa. Yaha. Yahaka. Yahawa. Na. Yahawana. Ta. Wayahata. Wayahata. Waya. Hanatan. La.
Laka, Lada, La, La, Da, La, Da, Wa, Da, La, Da, Wada, La, Da, Wada, Salakia. Lama, La, Ma, La, Ma, La, Mara, Maba, Kwasha, Maba, Kwasha, Maba Kwash, Salaki, Maba Kwash. Shawal, Shawal, Abayat, Laha, Lahama, Lahamaya, 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 Sa, Lahamaya, Sa, yeah, Laya Hamatak, Wa, Wakaha, Wa'atam, Wa'ita, Wa'ita, Hashamar, Hashamar, Hashamana, Hashamar, La'a, Ba, Ba, Bakwa, Babakor, Babakor, Lakia, Washabia, Washabi, Washabaka, Wayashabath, Bama, Bama, Basa, Basa, Basathar, Wana, Wanaka Baha. What Bakana Ah.
All right, pick up for him.
Verse 3 in Hebrew. Wa'anaya ataza wa'amadatia layad abaya basada ashar atha sham wa'anaya adabar bak bakat all abaya wa'ayatia ma wa'gatia lakad. Verse 4, where the bar, you have the thun, but a what? It's like a badabada. To what? All, shut a wall, abayawa, where you mar, ali what? All, you cut to up, hamalak, by badwa, badabada, kaya, lava Kata'a, Laka, Wakaya, Ma'aishawa, so Ma'aishayawa, Tawa, Laka, Ma'at, Baspat, Wayasham, Ah, Dakshawa, Bakapawa, Wayak, Ah, Hapalashatiya, Wa'isham. It's like where your ain. It's like where your ice, your Howard. That's why I heard. God over love. Lakal, Yasharala, Ra'ayat. What the Shamak, Wala Mud, Dakata, Badam, Nakuya, Lamaya, Ah, Dawada, Kanam, verse 6. Where you actually mind, a wall, off a wall, you have a thun, where you survive, shut a wall, Kaya, Yahweh, Yawamah, verse 7, where you call up, what happened to thun, Nadawada, where you God, Nawa, you have a thun, call. How to borrow, how to love, way above, you have a thun, that was the, all, shut a wall, where you have the party out, cut at the wall. Shalashon, it's like Shalashon. Shalashon.
It's safe to say that one. That's not Shalom. That's Shalashawam. All right. More time, Christ. And just to show you, learning Hebrew from English. We've been taught English and Spanish and Portuguese and all these other languages that we've been taught all over the world in our captivity. It's not an easy thing to come back to our original language. Once you do, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Excellent work.
To what?
You know what I mean? Well, that's also tune in to ISUPK's Lashwan Kudash classes on Friday nights. Every man, if you're a trooper, a young officer, even either higher ranking men, we're not fluent in Hebrew yet, so tune in and study the Hebrew, you know what I mean? And eventually that's all we will be speaking. So.
I remember you started to that brother, man, Officer LeCom, and he's a damn good Lashwan Kudash class. Yeah, he's doing better than I am. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, pick up in English.
Come. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19 and verse 1. And Saul spake to Jonathan, his son, and to all his servants, that they should kill David.
Now, as I said, King Saul at this point, the Lord put a wicked spirit on Saul, as I said before, and this spirit is just overtaking Saul, which is what the Lord had planned anyway. Saul, even though the Lord chose Saul to be the first king of Israel, because that's what the people wanted, Saul did wickedly in the sight of the Lord. Saul feared the wrath of his people more so than the wrath of the Lord. So he did some wicked things, and the Lord is no longer with Saul. And so now he's with David, and David is coming up. So the wicked spirit inside of Saul is turning Saul to try to kill David because of jealousy. Saul is jealous of the love and the attention that David is getting, and the people give him as much attention. Saul feels the people love him more. You know what I mean? That they love David more than him. And he's in fear of his rulership. He's in fear that David's going to come to usurp his power. And David is just a loyal brother following after what his king told him to do. That's all David was doing, was being a loyal soldier. You know what I mean? But Saul hated the glory that the people gave David. Go ahead.
Come, verse 2. But Jonathan, Saul's son, delighted much in David. And Jonathan told David, saying, Saul, my father, seeketh to kill thee. Now therefore, I pray thee, take heed to thyself until morning, and abide in a secret place and hide thyself.
So as I said, when Jonathan first saw David, and after they had an interaction, you know what I mean? Jonathan instantly was like, yo, that's my man's right there. As you see, he sees his father being wicked. Jonathan being a righteous brother, even though his father is being wicked because of the evil spirit that's on him, that he can't shake, this demon that Saul has inside of his soul, he can't shake it off. And he's not going to. The Lord put that spirit on Saul because of the wicked things he had done. So Jonathan, being the brother that he is, being a brother, went and warned David, hey, my father is trying to kill you. I don't know if you know it or not, but my father is trying to kill you. When he threw that javelin, when he was throwing them javelins at your head, he was not trying to miss. He was trying to kill you. Now he has me and the rest of the servants out to kill you. So I think you should go and hide for a little while. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Come, verse 3. And I will go out and stand beside my father in the field where thou art, and I will commune with my father of thee. And what I see, that I will tell thee.
He says, so I'm going to go out and I'm going to go out into the field and I'm going to talk to my dad about you. And whatever he tells me, I'm going to come back and let you know. You know what I mean? So Jonathan is trying to get David the heads up. You know what I mean? He's looking out for his boy, which is a righteous thing to do, especially when, you know what I mean, someone wicked, whether it's your relative or not, is trying to do evil against your brothers. It's trying to take your brother's life. If your brother is a man of the Lord and in his truth, it is not. If your brother in his truth, if I had a relative that was seeking Mariah Allah's life or seeking Kara Carr's life for whatever goofy reason they would be trying to, you know what I mean, come after these righteous brothers, you know what I'm saying? I would warn these brothers, hey, yo, man, my brother trying to kill you. My brother told me last night he's going to try, he wants to kill you. You know what I mean? I would warn my brothers because these are my brothers at war. You know what I'm saying? These are my brothers in the truth. You know what I'm saying? So what you're looking at right now, what Jonathan is doing with David, is not a betrayal of his father, but it's ultimate brotherhood towards a man of the Lord. You know what I mean? Read.
Come, verse 4. And Jonathan spake good of David unto Saul his father, and said unto him, let not the king sin against his servant, against David, because he hath not sinned against thee, and because his words have been to thee word, Salagian, and because his works have been to thee ward very good.
So he said, he basically, in plain English, he said, listen, don't kill David. You know what I mean? He's done nothing wrong to you. He's a good brother. And it said his works have been thee-ward very good. The things he's done towards you have been good. He's followed your orders. He's brought glory to he's defended the kingdom. He's defended the throne. He's followed your orders. He don't want to usurp you. He's a good brother. Please don't kill my friend. Go ahead.
Come, verse 5. For he did put his life in his hand, and slew the Philistine, and the Lord wrought a great salvation for all Israel. Thou sawest and didst rejoice. Wherefore then wilt thou sin against innocent blood to slay David without cause?
He said, look, when y'all was battling the Philistines, you saw him go out and kill the big giant Goliath. You saw everybody was scared. You saw him go out and kill the man. And the Lord was with him. He brought salvation to Israel. Everybody cheered, even you cheered for him. You know what I mean? He did a great thing. He brought salvation to our land, and he saved everybody, including you. And everybody was thankful. So don't do this thing that you're thinking about doing to him. You know what I mean? It's evil. You're going to kill an innocent man for no reason. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And Saul hearkened unto the voice of Jonathan. And Saul sware, as the Lord liveth, he shall not be slain. Verse 7. And Jonathan called David, and Jonathan showed him all those things. And Jonathan brought David to Saul, and he was in his presence as in times past.
So basically, Jonathan pleaded to his father. The demon must have been off of Saul. Saul listened to him. And he said, you know what? I promise you, he will not, as the Lord liveth, David will not die. He will not be slain. I'm not going to kill him. So Jonathan brought him back out and said, dwell in his presence as time passed. That means 4 times things went back to normal. David was back into the court, could go back to his wife, who is Saul's daughter, could be friends with Jonathan, who is Saul's son, and he could be in the royal court and be Saul's armor bearer, just like he was in the past. So things went back to normal. All right, let's get to the next set.
Book, 1 Samuel 19, verse 8, in Hebrew. Isupk, Hamalakman, Lehayawath, where it turns up, that was up, where it come, and Padashakim, where Yak, Baham, Makah, Ganawala, where in the south, where in the south, Mapanayawa, verse 9. What the Hayah, Rawak, Yahweh, Ra'ihah, Al, Sha'awal, Wahawa'ah, Babayatawa, Yawashah, Wakanayatawa, Bayatwa, Wadabada, Managun, Bayat, verse 10, Wavakwash, Sha'awal, Lahakwa, Akanayah, Badawada, Wabakwayar, Wayapatar, Mapanaya, Sha'awal, Wayak, Hakanayah, Okarawa, like Bakwayar, Dawada, like Wadawada, the sub, Wayamalat, Balala, Yalla, Balad, Yalla, Hawa, verse 11, where Shalak, Sha'awal, Bala Kayam, All, Bayaf, Dawada, Lashamara, Wala Amayatawa, Babakor, what the God, La Dawada, Mayakal, Ashawatawa, like Ashadwa, La Amar, Ayanayak, like Ayanak, Mamalat, Napashak, how you love, Akar, Atha, Babuma, verse 12, what the rod, but you call, Tabada, but I, a color one, where you lock, where you barak, where you balat, verse 13, what the quack, like what the quack, when you call us, Hatara Payam, what the sun, all, Hamata, Ah, Kavayar, Isaiah, Shema, Marvel Asher, tell you what, but the cuss, Baba God, verse 14, where Shalak, Shawal, Malakayam, Lakaka, Ah, Dawada, but the Amar, Kala, Hawa.
Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19 and verse 8 in the English. And there was war again, and David went out and fought with the Philistines, and slew them with a great slaughter, and they fled from him.
So once again, David goes out. David is a mighty man. You know what I mean? Like, if you remember back to the story of Goliath, you know, King Saul looked at David and said, hey, you're a young boy. You know, you don't stand a chance against that giant. Goliath has been on battlefields. He's been a man of war since his youth. David said, hey, look, I killed a lion and a bear, snatched a sheep out of the lion's mouth. Right. I ain't scared of him. So David has been a killer since his youth. David, the Lord is with David. You know what I'm saying? So this is what he does. This is why the people of Israel glorified him so much, because the Philistines, at this time, we was at all-out war with the Philistines. You know what I mean? So go ahead.
Verse 9. And the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul.
And the what?
And the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul.
So now, for all you Christians out there, say God is all love, and God wouldn't do this, and God wouldn't do that, and I can't believe God would do this, and I can't. God put an evil spirit on Saul for a purpose. This spirit is going to destroy Saul. You know what I mean? The Lord put that spirit on him. Saul earned it, but the Lord did it. So this verse right here cuts a lot of y'all doctrine and garbage about the Lord being all love and the Lord wouldn't do this to a person. I don't think the Lord would punish somebody like that. Why would the Lord put evil in the earth? The Lord said he does all things. Right. All things happen through him. That's right. You know what I mean? Even this evil spirit that he placed on Saul. That's right. All right, let's get it.
And the evil spirit from the Lord was upon Saul, as he sat in his house with his javelin in his hand. And David played with his hand.
So once again, that evil spirit is back on. David is playing the harp. That's what I said. Things went back to normal. Right. This was a normal routine. This evil spirit would well up in Saul, and it would get on Saul, and he's sitting there with that javelin in his hand, seething. You can see it in him. You can look in this, read the scripture. You can see, if you picture Saul right now, you can see the evil in him. Sitting out that javelin in his hand. And David's playing the harp, trying to tame and subdue that evil spirit. You got something, Bruce? Okay. Go ahead, Carl.
Verse 10. And Saul sought to smite David even to the wall with the javelin. But he slipped away out of Saul's presence, and he smote the javelin into the wall, and David fled and escaped that night.
Once again, David's playing the harp. And that spirit, at this point, there's nothing David can do to help Saul. He's trying, you know what I mean, as he's done in the past. But this spirit is overtaking Saul, and the jealousy that Saul has towards David, that spirit is feeding. So as David's playing the harp, that spirit in his mind telling him to pin him to the wall. Pin him to the wall with that javelin. And Saul let it go. Tried his best. David dipped it, and the spear went through the wall and pinned itself to the wall, and David left and escaped that night. He's, you know what, I'm out. Which is, as I said, David is a wise man. And he got skills. He went in battles, and he dipped in javelins while playing, you know, he playing the music. Right. You know, brothers that play instruments, you know, it takes a level of focus and skill to play. And I'm sure he's playing joyful music. Right. So he's trying to lift this brother's spirits to get this demon off of him, and this brother's trying to kill him. Go ahead, Garka.
Come. Verse 11. Saul also sent messengers unto David's house to watch him and to slay him in the morning. And Michal, David's wife, told him, saying, if thou save not thy life tonight, tomorrow thou shalt be slain.
So Saul basically sent, they say messengers, messengers of death. Saul sent assassins to kill David. He sent messengers to the crib looking for him. And if these messengers would have found David, they would have took him off somewhere and killed him. You know what I mean? At this point, Saul doesn't care. He's just flat out trying to kill the brother. You know what I mean? And it's to the point where his daughter, who is David's wife, warned David, baby, if you don't leave tonight, you dead by tomorrow. If you don't do something tonight, you will be dead in the morning. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Have more on that? Go ahead.
Come, verse 12. So Michal let David down through a window, and he went and fled and escaped.
So his wife, now that's a good woman. See, Jonathan was a good brother to David. Not only is he David's brother-in-law, but he's his best friend. And his wife, that is a beautiful, loyal woman right there. You know what I mean? She's like, look, I love you. My father's trying to kill you. Baby, you got to get out of here tonight. You got to escape. They out there waiting for you. So can you imagine? She luring her full-grown warrior husband. Like, at this point, I'm sure David not no scrawny dude. He out on the battlefield winning battles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a full-grown warrior of a man. And his wife is luring him out the window. You know what I'm saying? With all her strength, stabilizing, making sure that, and helping him lower himself out the window so that he can escape. That is a beautiful city. Yo, get that city.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come, verse 13. And Michal took an image and laid it in the bed, and put a pillow of goat's hair for his bolster, and covered it with a cloth.
Now, of course, you know what that is. We all did it as a kid. We've seen it on TV. This is why we say that the Lord said there's nothing new other than the sun. Well, our oppressor on television, you've seen it many times, especially in gangster movies and stuff, where they take the pillows and put it on the bed, make it look like it's a body laying there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where do you think? We're seeing right here where they got that from. They got that from this system. They got it from the Bible. So that's what she did. She took the pillows and stacked it up to make it look like it was like her husband is laying in the bed. Read.
Come, verse 14. And when Saul sent messengers to take David, she said he is sick.
So she propped up the bed to look like David is standing there, and she knows her husband's shapes and dimensions. That's her husband. She knows her husband's body. You know what I mean? So she just shaped it up to look like her husband came there. When the messengers, aka assassins, came to take David, she's like, "Oh no, he's not going nowhere. He's sick." You know what I mean? That is beautiful. That is an excellent spirit on this sister. She's in there because her father is mad with a demon. You know what I mean? There's an evil spirit on Saul. She's endangering her life to help her husband. You know what I mean? This is not like some light game that they're playing. Saul is really trying to kill this man, and his wife just is putting her life in danger.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right, let's get these next 7. I'll do these. So it's the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19 and verse 15 in the Hebrew. Shalak, Shawal, Hamalakim, Larawa, Dawada, Lamar, Hailawa, Aqua, Bamata, Alya, Lahamatwa, verse 16. Verse 16. Bawa, Hamalakim, Wahana, Hatarapium, Al, Hamata,
Wakayabar. Sorry. Wakabayar. Wakabayar. Haizayam. Marishayat. Marishayatua. Verse 17. Wayamar. Sha'awal. Mayakal. All. Salakia. All. The water. Mayakal. Lama. Kakaha. Lamaha. Kakaha. Mawayath. Naya. Watash Lakya. Ayaboya. Wayamalak. With Amar. Mayakal. Shawal. Hawa'a. Amar. Aliyah. Shayakanya. Lama'a. Hamayat. Hamatayat. Verse 18. Wada. Barak. Wayamalak. Wayaba. Samawal. Hamaratha. Wayagad. Lawa. Call. Ashar. Asha. Lawa. Shawal. Wayalak. Awa. Hawa. Washamawal. Wayashabwa. Bana Wayat. Verse 19. Wayagad. Lashawal. La'amar. Hana'a. Dawada. Bana Wayath. Bana Yawath. Bawama. Verse 20. Wayashalak. Shawal. Malakium. Lakwakath. Dawada. Wayama. Wayara. Lahakwat. Hanabayayam. Banayam. Washamawal. Imad. Natazar. Aliyaham. With the Haya. Al. Mala'akya. Shawal. Rawat. Al-Hayam. Wayathan Bawa. Gum. Hamaha. Verse 21. Wayagadwa. Lashawal. Wayashalak. Wayashalak. Malakium. After, I'm looking at it. No, that's a cut. Yeah. Akarium. Wayatham Bawa. Gum. Hamaha. Wayasap. Shawal. Wayashalak.
Malachium, Shalasium, Wayathan Bawa, God, Hamaha, Gum, Hamaha.
Khan. 1 Samuel chapter 19 and verse 15. And Saul sent messengers again to see David, saying, bring him up to me in the bed, that I may slay him.
He said, bring the whole bed. He laying down in the bed sick. I don't care, bring the whole bed so I can kill him. You know what I mean? Bring him and the bed. I'll pin him to the bed with the jackal. Go ahead.
Come, verse 16. And when the messengers were come in, behold, there was an image in the bed with a pillow of goat's hair for his bolster. Verse 17. And Saul said unto Michal, why hast thou deceived me so, and sent away mine enemy, that he is escaped?
You see how wicked Saul is being? You see how that spirit is completely taking him over? He told his daughter, why have you taken away my enemy? David has done nothing wrong to this man. David didn't do anything but be a loyal servant to Saul, but Saul is so jealous of him. The women singing that song about Saul killing thousands and David killing tens of thousands, that from that point on, that demon really activated in him. You know what I mean? Now he full on has just plain out called David his enemy. And all the brother did was serve him faithfully, save the kingdom from Goliath and the Philistines, and played a harp to subdue that evil spirit in him. David has done nothing wrong to him. Go ahead.
Come. And Michal answered Saul. He said unto me, let me go. Why should I kill thee? Verse 18. So David fled and escaped, and came to Samuel to Ramah, and told him all that Saul had done to him. And he and Samuel went and dwelt in Naioth.
So he went to Samuel, whose books were read. Remember, Samuel is the last judge of Israel. Samuel is the one that the Lord appointed to find Saul and put Saul on the throne. And when the Lord left Saul, Samuel is the one who came to David and told David that the Lord is with him. You know what I mean? And that he would be great in it, that he would be, you know what I mean, that the Lord had a plan for him. You know what I'm saying? So David went back and he went to Samuel, and Samuel is helping David escape. Go ahead.
Verse 19. And it was told Saul, saying, behold, David is at Naioth in Ramah. Verse 20. And Saul sent messengers to take David, and when they saw the company of prophets prophesying, and Samuel standing as appointed over them, the Spirit of God was upon the messengers of Saul, and they also prophesied.
Keep going.
Verse 21. And when it was told Saul, he sent other messengers, and they prophesied likewise. And Saul sent messengers again the third time, and they prophesied also.
So basically, they saw Samuel standing and prophesying in the company of prophets, the company of priests and prophets and other seers. And they saw him appointed over them, and the Spirit of God came on them, and they joined the crowd. They bowed down and it said prophesied. They bowed down and prayed and worshiped with the people while Samuel was doing his thing. Then he sent some more, and when they came, the Spirit of the Lord overcame them, and they also bowed down and they joined the crowd. And then the next ones came and joined. You know what I mean? It's not saying they prophesied like they're going to be like in 30 days, King Saul is going to die and David's going to, they're not, you know what I mean? They're not doing that type of prophesying, you know what I'm saying? They're praying with them, you know what I'm saying? They actually went to their place. Because remember, all of Saul's servants love David, but they're going to do what their king tells them. But the Spirit of the Lord overcame them and changed the direction of what they were doing. You know what I mean? And these men bowed down you know what I mean, like they should have done, and got into the proper position and started to pray and worship the Most High with Samuel at the head. Right? Is that it? On the next one, verse 22. Yeah. No, wait, 22 it should be in Hebrew. I should have finished out that chapter. So I.
This is book of 1 Samuel, 19, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Where Lot, Gum, Hawa, Harabatha, where I, War, Hugger the Wall, Ashar, Bashakwa, where Shawal, where Sha'al, where Amar, Ayapah, Shamual, where Dawada, where Amar, Hana, Banarayah, Banayawah, Baramah, verse 23, where Lot, Shum, All, Noayah, Dayawah, Baramah, Wadahayah, Aliyawah, Gum, Hawa, Rawak, Aliyahum, where Lot, Halawak, where Ba'a, I, Ba'awa, Banarayah, Banayawah, Baramah, 24, where Shot, Gum, Hawa, Bagadayawa, where Ba'a, Gum, Hawa, the Panya, Shumu'al, where Paul, Aram, Call, Hayawan, Hawa, or Call, Hala, Yala, Khan, Yamara, Hagam, Shawal, Banabayam, book of 1 Samuel 20, verse 1, in Hebrew, where Rock, that was up. Manawawah, Baramah, where Ba'a, where Amar, the Panya, Yahweh the Son, Baha, Ashiyakia, Ba'a, Awanayah, Mama, Hataakia, the Panya, Abayak, Ya, Babakwash, the Messiah, verse 2, where Amar, the what? Color, the love, La'ah, Hamawah, Hana, the what? Aisha, La'ah, Ya Aisha, Abiyah, the bar, Gonna walk, Awad, the bar, Qatan, Wala'ah, Yagala, Azanya, Mama Dawai, Yasayaki, Yasayatar, Yasa the yard. Abiyah, Mama the Ya, Hadabar, Azab, Ayan, Wa'ah. Verse 3, where Shabbat, Iwad, that was done, where Amar, Yadai, Abayak, Kaya, Mataza Atia, Kun, Ba'ayani Yak, where Amar, all, Yadai, Wa'ah, it's like it's where having it done, Pun, Aitazah, Wahalam, Haya, Yahweh, Wakaya, Napashah, Kaya, Kapashai, Bayanaya, Dabayan, like a Wabayan, Hamawah. Verse 4, where you Amar, Yahawanathan, all, Dawadah, Mahab, Ha'amar, Epashah, Wa'aisha, the cup.
Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 19 and verse 22. Then went he also to Ramah and came to a great well that is in Isupk. And he asked and said, where are Samuel and David? And one said, behold, they be at Naioth and Ramah. Verse 23. And he went thither. And he went thither to Naioth and Ramah, and the Spirit of God was upon him also. And he went on and prophesied until he came to Naioth and Ramah. Verse 24. And he stripped off his clothes also, and prophesied before Samuel in like manner, and lay down naked all that day and all that night. Wherefore they say, is Saul also among the prophets?
So Saul, after each of those assassins, each of those messengers, you know what I mean, he decided to go down there and see what the heck was going on. And when he went down there, the Spirit of the Lord overtook him as well. And he joined the group right in front of Samuel and started praying and praising the Most High. You know what I mean? And fell down to the point where he ripped his clothes. He ripped his clothes off.
Right.
You know, all his royal gear, he ripped all that off, and it said naked. Now, of course, he's not going to be in front of all these men naked, but he bared himself. You know what I mean? And that's why the people was like, is Samuel there? Is Saul down there prophesying? Like they were confused. Because the king took off all them royal priests, all them royal kingly robes, and was just like everybody else. You know what I mean? He took it down. It says naked. He wasn't literally naked, you know what I mean? But he exposed himself. He was in the raw, you know what I mean? He went back to who he was in front of Samuel, because the Spirit of the Lord humbled him. He wasn't finna go and do what he thought he was finna do. He sent those messengers to kill. They couldn't kill him. He came down there to kill him. He couldn't do it because this is the Lord at work. And the Spirit of the Lord can overtake anyone and anything on this earth. Nothing is stronger than and nothing can resist the Spirit of the Lord.
That's right.
Let's continue on.
Come. 1 Samuel chapter 20, verse 1. And David fled from Naioth and Ramah, and came and said before Jonathan, what have I done? What is mine iniquity? And what is my sin before thy father, that he seeketh my life?
David's confused. You know what I mean? He took that opportunity while Saul was caught, you know what I mean? While Saul was overcome with the Spirit of the Lord, David took that opportunity to flee. You know what I mean? And wisely so. Right. And then when he came across Jonathan, he's like, what did I do wrong? You know, basically, why does the king hate me? Why does your father hate me so much? What did I do? How did I wrong him? What did I do that I deserve his wrath that he wants to kill me? Go ahead.
Come, verse 2. And he said unto him, God forbid, thou shalt not die. Behold, my father will do nothing, either great or small, but that he will shew it to me. Mm-hmm. And why should my father hide this thing from me? It is not so.
He said, don't worry about it. My father ain't gonna do nothing to you. Anything he decides to do, he gonna let me know about it. He gonna run it past me. He gonna show me what he's gonna do. You know what I mean? He's basically assuring David, I'm not gonna let nothing happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come, verse 3. And David sware moreover and said, thy father certainly knoweth that I have found grace in thine eyes. And he said, let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved. But truly, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, there is but a step between me and death.
He said, look, That's kind of explanatory right there. You know, your father know me and you, that you my boy. You know what I mean? He know that we're best friends, man. He know that, you know what I'm saying, that you love me like a brother. So, you know, I guess, guys, it's one step between me and death. I make one false step and I'm dead. Regardless of what you're trying to. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but your dad has it out for me. And I got to move wisely or I'm dead. You know what I mean? Let's get these last 7 out. I got, we got verse 5, 4. No, we're 5.
I didn't read 4 in English. You want me to finish it
Oh,
off?
yeah, read that in English.
Con. Verse 4. Then said Jonathan unto David, whatsoever thy soul desireth, I will even do it for thee.
He said, man, whatever you want to do, I got you. You know what I mean? To break that down in modern terms. Whatever you want to do, brother, I got you. Okay? All right, so this is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20 and verse 5 in the Hebrew. Where Yamar, Dawadah, Al, Yahawanathan, Hanahah, Kadash, Makar, Wanakia, Yeshab, Ashab, Ain, Hamalak, Lakawal, Washalak Thanya, Wanasat Ratha, Wanasat Tharathia, Bashadah, I, Ha'ira, Hashal, Hasha, Lashayah. Verse 6. Pequad, Wapequad, Ya, Pequad, Naya, Abayak, Wamarat, Basha'al, Nasha'al, Mamanya, Dawadah, Larawataza, Bayat, Lakam, Ayarwa, Kaya, Zabak, Hayam, Sham, Lakal, Hamashapat, Ha, Mashapat, Shamapata. Verse 7. Kaha, Yamar, Sawab, Shalom, Labat, Labadak, Wa'am, Kara, Yakara, Lawa, Da'ai, Dai, Kaya, Kalathia, Kalatha, Hara'aya, Ma'aimawa, verse 8. Wa'ai Shayat, Kasai, Ayal, Abadak, Kaya, Babarathia, Babarayat, Yahweh, Haba'ath, Ibadak, Imak, Wa'am, Yash, Bayah, Iwan, Mayaknaya, Atha, Wa'ai, Abayak, Lama, Za'ah, Tabayanya, Verse 9. Well, Yamar. Well, her. Yahawanathan. Kala. Yalaha. Lak. Kaya. Ad. Slash. Slash. Kaya. Yadai. Adai. Kaya. Kalatha. Haraiah. Ma'ain. Abiyah. Labawa. Aliyak. Wala. Ataha. Agawad. Lak. Verse 10. Well, Yamar, Dawadah, Al, Yahawanathan, Maya, Yagayad, Laya, Awa, Maha, I would, Ya'anak, Abayak, Kusha. Trying to count it. Right. Verse 11. Well, Yamar, Yahawanathan, Al, Dawadah, Lakah, Ibatazah, Hashadah, Hayatazawa, Shana Yaham, Hashadah.
Book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20, and verse 5 in the English. And David said unto Jonathan, Behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I should not fail to sit with the king at meat. But let me go, that I may hide myself in the field until the third day at even.
See how loyal? See, David is a loyal man of God. He said, tomorrow is the new moon. I'm not going to fail. I'm not going to fail my duty.
Right.
I'm going to sit with the king at meat. You know what I mean? I'm going to fulfill my duties. But for now, tonight, let me hide.
Right.
Because he knows if he, Saul is seeking his blood. He knows if he doesn't hide right now, he won't see the new moon.
Right.
He won't make it. So, but he's still going to fulfill his duty as a servant of the king and as a man of the Lord. Go ahead.
And on come, verse 6. If thy father at all miss me, then say, David earnestly asked leave of me that he might run to Bethlehem, his city, Bethlehem, Salakia, his city, for there is a yearly sacrifice there for all the family. Verse 7. If he say thus, it is well, thy servant shall have peace. But if he be very wroth, then be sure that evil is determined by him.
So he's like, look, man, let's set this up now. Go and tell your father that I need to go to, if your father's not mad at me, you know what I mean? If he does miss me and that spirit is gone, ask him if I can make a run to Bethlehem for a yearly sacrifice that my family does. But if he is mad at me, then we'll determine. Don't basically, I don't know. If you don't tell me nothing, then I know he's mad. Go ahead.
On come, verse 8. Therefore, thou shalt deal kindly with thy servant, for thou hast brought thy servant into a covenant of the Lord with thee. Notwithstanding, if there be in me iniquity, slay me thyself, for why shouldest thou bring me to thy father?
So he said, listen, you know what I mean? You've dealt very kindly with me. He's basically showing us thanking the brother. And he said, you know what, I know you entered into a covenant with the Lord. So if I've done something wrong, if I'm wrong in this situation and you see something I did wrong, kill me right now. Don't even take me to your father. Right. You kill me. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 9. And Jonathan said, far be it from thee. For if I knew certainly that evil were determined by my father to come upon thee, then would not I tell it to thee?
He said, yeah. He said, look, if I know that my father's trying to kill you, don't you think I'll tell you? Basically, he's assuring David that he has his back. Go ahead.
Verse 10. Then said David to Jonathan, who shall tell me? Or what if thy father answer thee roughly? Verse 11. And Jonathan said unto David, come, and let us go out into the field. And they went out, both of them, into the field.
Okay. So we're going to stop it right there. Pick up next week. All right.
The Muslims, the same as us.
La Yashala.
Scrolls, get up here, break order.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua Brak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua Brak Yah.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Brak Thah.
Yahweh
Yahweh
Ba'ashem Yahweh
Shah
Barak
Thah.
Yah.
Barak Yah.
There you go.
Part of it done, you turn to face the east. You can do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shemayim.
Quadah.
Quadah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Taba'ah.
Balakaka. Taba'ah.
Ratazai.
Ratazai.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha. Haratazai. Kawah. Hayah. Bashamayim. The thunder now. Come. Kab. Yawam. Wasalakina. Kawakina. Kasalakina. Hawayina. Wala'ai. Tawayaya. Manasai one. A ball. Hawashayina. Ayan. Right. Hayah. Look up. Amalakwa. Wa'ala. What the Parwa. Wa'awalamya. Aman. In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Cut the power of the Hebrew.
Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shah. Baba Kashah. The thunder now. Hakat. Hakat. Larpa'ah. Call Makalah. Call Matawah. Hakat. Latzahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakat. The Hakim. Hamati. Hakat. Al-Karawat. Tama'ala. The Garshan. Ba'ashem Yahshua. What Aman. In the English. Yahweh. Yahushua.
Name Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of
The
disease.
power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
Name Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Yahushua. Barakanawa. Wayashua. Ahavaya. Sapari. Hashem Yahushua. Walaman in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
Name Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushua.
Name Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Asha'ah. Ayanya. Alahari. Bayan. Yaba'ah. Izari. Ma'an. Yahweh. Aisha. Shawayah. Waratazah. Ayatan. Number one. Regalka. Ayalawa. Shamarka. Adala'ad. Yalawam. Wala'ad. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Tazarka. Yahweh. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazarka. Al-Yed. Yamika. Yawamah. Hashemat. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarah. Belayallah. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Bakal Rod. Yashamar. Apostle. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'atka. Wawa'atka. Wa'athah. Wa'ai. Awalam in the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hill.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hill.
From which cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help coming from Yahweh.
My help coming from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Yasharal.
He that keepeth Yasharal.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time
And
forth.
even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayah.
Alahayah.
Al-Damayah.
Al-Damayah. Lakah.
All
Al-Thakarat.
All
Wa al-Thashaqat.
All
Kayahana.
Wadi.
Awadika.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aman.
Al-Aman.
Ya'aryam.
Ya'aryam.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayadah.
Wayatah. Ya'ai Tazawah. Al-Tazawah. Amar. Lakawa. Wanakakidam. Regarding. Wala'ai. Yasakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Awadah. Kaya. Nawai Tazawah. Labah. Yakatwa. Aliyah. Bariyah. Yakarat. Aholia. Alawan. Wayashamat. Alayam. Mawa'abu. Wahagaria. Kabal. Wa'amawan. Wa'amalak. Palashah. Amishaka. Tazawar. Gum Ashawar. Nanawa. Imam. Ayawa. Zerawat. Labanya. Lawat. Salah. Aisha. Laham. Kamadia. Kasaya. Sara'ah. Kayami. Banakal. Koyashawan. Nashamaka. Bayan. Da'ira. Ayawa. Daman. La'adama. Sayatamba. Lada. Gabua. Kaira. Wakazabah. Wakazabah. Wakazalmanai. Call Nasir Kamwa. Ashar. Amara. Nairashah. Nanawa. Na'awat. Alahayam. Alahayah. Sayatamba. Kagalgalak. Kakwash. Lapanya. Rawaka. Ka'ash. Dawa'ira. Ya'ira. Wakala'awa. Talahat. Hariyam. Baba Sub, Rapaka, Tabahala, Mala'ai, Panyaha, Padawan, Waya, Makwasha, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Maya, Lahal, Ayai, Waya, Kaparo, Waya, Abadi, Waya, Yahayo, Kaya, Atha, Shimka, Yahweh, Abadi, Ayuwa, Ka, Paratazah. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Their enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted.
And so
Against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come. And let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Yasharallah.
That the name of Yasharallah
may be no more remembered.
May no more remembered.
They have consulted together.
They have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the Israelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarene.
And the Hagarene.
The Baal.
And
Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Salah.
Do
unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a ram.
Make their nobles like a ram.
And like Zahab.
And like Zahab.
Yea. All their princes as Sabbath.
As the princes as Sabbath.
And as Samuna.
As Samuna.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy temper.
With thy temper.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea. Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And buried.
And buried.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
Whose
name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Of the Most High.
Of the Most High.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Sorry, Mr. Turner. And of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak, Yahweh,